Okay, welcome everyone. Let's start our second lesson. Today lesson will go through our LO2 learning outcome 2, and my name is Anjum Satar. If you have any question, please drop me email on my email address anjum@university.co.uk. Morning everyone. So today lesson will go through LO2, which is about evaluate the effectiveness of key elements of human resource management in an organization. So that's the key thing which we'll go through. So let's first, before starting our session, we'll recap what we learned during our last lesson. Anything you remember from last lesson? Lesson 1, recap. Yes, what we discussed. Anything we remember from last lesson? Yes or no? We learn about what is a human resource management. We discuss about recruitment and selection. We discuss about hard and soft. We discuss about in external and internal environment. We discuss about performance and HR role. We discuss organization objective and HR. So that's the key thing we discussed in last lesson, and we discuss about the case study enterprise rent a car case study. So that's all we learned during our last lesson. So guys, just carry on doing background reading. Hope so you read it chapter 1 as well as I mentioned you. Okay, so that's the key, which was okay. Now please just think about few minutes what you know, how much you know about 1 to 10 training and development. What is the key difference between training and development? Is there any difference between training and development? Yes or no? And rate 1 to 10 how much you know about training and development. How much you know about training and development. So that's the key we need to think about, which is today lesson which we'll go through. Okay, so training is help you to learn about the processes, procedure, compliance, and update knowledge. But the development is a long term, not short term. You're doing the course that will help the longer period of time for organization. Training is to maintain the day-to-day task, fulfill the day-to-day requirement. Development is the long term. So that's the key difference. Okay, guys, today lesson will go through what is the training, what is the development, differentiate development and training, identify the needs of training, training gaps, how we can fill job and the work design, workplace design, reward management, extrinsic, intrinsic, motivational theories and reward, job design, extensions, types of flexibility, numerical, structural flexibility, model of flexibility in organization. Handy and Atkinson will go through flexible working options can be in our organization. We have in a UK the law of flexible working hours. As an employer, which employer should offer you the flexible working hour option if we working in the shift pattern. So if you want evening shift, so employer need to be make the certain adjustment to offer you that shift. So we'll go through performance. What is the performance? We discussed performance equal to time, cost, and quality yesterday lesson as well. And if you have any question in these, please you carry on asking. Okay, so first of all, motivation and reward. So we have lot of different theories about motivation. So I all been summarized in this mind map. So first theory was about the Maslow, Ibrahim Maslow, he gave the theory about we need to identify the needs of the people and we need to fulfill these needs accordingly. So someone needs can be basic needs, yes, someone's psychological needs, someone's safety needs, someone's affiliation. If someone's don't meet the basic need, how someone will be motivated? Like if you don't have a food and somebody asks you to do other things, so that's the basic need. Then the safety is that the environment not secure. How you will be motivated to towards work? Affiliation, recognition of your work stream. If somebody not give you the respect at work, so you're not really up to the motivation. So that's all is a crucial. Then one of other great scholar is known as the father of management. F.W. Taylor, Frederick Walker Taylor. He said, this is was the scientific school of management. He said people are motivated by money. So if you give them piece rate, people will be more will be motivated, and they work harder. So that was the Taylor, his work. And then other guys like Monsberg, Henry Monsberg. So sorry, Herzberg theory. So this is called Herzberg two-factor theories. He mentioned there are some hygiene factor. Those are the demotivator factor. We need to be focused them. And then some can be motivator factor, recognition, achievement, good salary. So hygiene can be low pays, maybe not right status. The company policy can be high hygiene factor, that can be a demotivator. Then the Mcleland, he said, the need to achieve risk, outcome, and success. So you need to be look around the reward you will give them, that should be appropriate, according to the needs of the people. If not, then of course people not motivated and they not achieve the right things. So McGregor gave the theory X and theory Y. His thought was that people are lazy, people not motivated, so you have a tight control like autocratic style. But in theory Y, he said more you need to empower people, you need to give them more flexibility. So that's the theory X and Y. Then Mayo is more focused. The people are motivated if they been provide the environment, good team working, social condition, their social needs fulfilled, then the people will be motivated. Then the Peter Drucker, he was also known as, he wrote many books as well. So that's we need to be focused. He mentioned people are motivated by money. We should provide the environment consultative is all these things we have to, then the people will be motivated. So that was the motivation. What is the motivation? Motivation is a concern with understanding the people behavior in a certain way. The basic underlying question, why do the people do what they do? Motivated are the internal process that account the level of individual intensity, direction, a persistent effort toward the attaining goal. Intensity is concerned how much harder they work, direction. That's we need to be well aware of. Okay, guys. On these, all I copied the link for you. If you good few links there, I'll show you. So these are the links to you can watch. Yes, there are the videos that will help you to be further enhance your motivational knowledge. Yes, how we can motivate staff. So let's, sorry, my computer is running slow. Okay, so that's you can watch. Yes. Okay, let's please, in a meanwhile, that's open. So I'll show you. Then we have how this motivated. We have motivations, yes. Why this we have a case study to read, and that's all about motivation. I included in a good few cases to enhance more practical knowledge. Okay. Okay, welcome. Okay, next we're looking the motivation. There are the lot of evidence suggesting the performance always equal to the function. It's a ability and into motivation. If your staff not motivated, they not give you the performance. So that's why the motivation is a very important and crucial element in the success and the failure of organization. So we have to be make sure our staff well motivated. Like think about, if you're working in a hotel industry, in hospitality industry, and if your staff not motivated, so how you will you can motivate your customer. So that's why we need to be make sure we'll carry on checking, the reward system we have, that's appropriate, the motivation, we need to be look around. Okay, next we can think about if you have work was experience that you were treated as an asset of the organization, asset, because the human being are the key asset of the organization. Many people today experience that the job in insecurity, poor management, unfair work conditions, and all these, that's the key issues carry on happening now. So what we can do, we can look around, why these issues are. You can reflect your own, and are you motivated or not, and that will help, to think about. So and your response. So I copied underneath the feedback of this. You could work elsewhere, of course. That might, if you're not working, possible due to the prevailing economic condition, they not pay you fair wage, that's the working condition. So please go through these, the question that will also help you to enhance your understanding. Okay, second, what is driving force, what the people do really want to from the work. So list the four enablers that will help, to motivate the people. So we can look around what four things can be. Okay, so we need to be look around according to the list, the 12 human needs first. Family, health, all these needs they fulfill people will be Benchard, one of the great, he identify eight, implies needs need to be fulfilled. Yes, so thus we need to be look around meaningful work, collaboration, fairness, autonomy, recognition, growth, concreteness, and leadership with the leaders, and connectedness. Always we need to be look around. Okay, that's, it's good to be read. That will also help you to enhance your understanding. Any question, anyone?
No, thank you.
Okay, next we have a key term is called extrinsic and intrinsic reward that will help, to motivate staff. So extrinsic is related to the tangible. Tangible mean have a physical substance like salaries, French benefits, security, promotion, contract services, the work environment conditions, such as these are, the tangible. So what is intrinsic? Extrinsic is, and intrinsic is related to psychological rewards such as opportunity, use, ability. So you've been given, you can work, whatever way you want to. Sense of challenge and achievement, and receiving the appreciation, positive recognition, positive feedback, appreciation. So all these are intrinsic motivation, and is a crucial both, the employer should provide all these that will help, to achieve. Okay. Then the Mullen present that the following classification of implies needs, expectation, use, and reviewing motivation. Okay, economics reward, intrinsic satisfaction, social relationship, and individual could be combined, and the trade-off between these motivation and individual desire combination. So that will help, organization to achieve their objective effectively. Okay, then there have a lot of research about, there are the four core themes are drawn from the motivation research. Motivation inferred from the systematic analysis. Motivation is individual phenomena. Some says motivation is not a fixed trait. It's not everyone is motivated with the same thing. The motivation affect the behavior, of course, individual. If you're well motivated, your behavior will be different than others implies. Okay, contents and process theories of motivation. Content theories of motivation attempt to explain these specific things, the motivating people. The theories are concerned with the people's, identify the people need and relatively strength those needs. Yes, so main contents these theories motivation include the Maslow, which we discussed earlier, Maslow or RTF needs theory. We have enterprise recognition theory. And then we have a Horsburgh two-factor hygiene factor and a motivator and demotivator factor, which I mentioned you, which I included in the mind map. So it's good to be go through. Yes. So which we are further in slides we have Okay. So that's we need to go through. Okay. Yes. So these are all the theory, process theories and content theory. Then money as the key motivator according to the Frederick Walker Taylor. Okay, list the few characteristics and consider the satisfying job. Think about your own, how you satisfy at work, yes? And then you can discuss your other class fellows online and on Moodle. So let's, it is likely you list, include the following: variety of interesting talk, constructive feedback from the manager that help you all to motivate. So these are all, the factors help to implies to motivate. Job satisfaction, dimension of the jobs, individual factors can be social factors, cultural factors, organization factor, environmental factor. All we need to look around to satisfy the stuff. We have a case study further if you want to read. That will further help us to enhance our understanding, which is quite good to read. Okay, next we have implies benefit. Of course, implies benefit also help, to improve the satisfaction. Then we have, according to the Heckman and Oldham, one of the two authors, they said that skill variety, that is crucial. Task identity, which task you're doing and you giving to whom, that's also help, to give the right person right task. That will help, the people to be motivated accordingly. Otherwise, we're not going to achieve what we're supposed to be achieve. Okay, so so what you can do, please, you can copy these links, yes, and you can
change what you do to make your job more motivating and to also improve your job satisfaction. Okay, some of these things a lot of managers take for granted. There's 5 of them. One would be variety. Instead of just doing the exact same thing every day, you do a different thing every once in a while. Most managers recognize that variety is really important for keeping people motivated. Other things, job identity. Now, what does that mean? The idea is you have a sense that you were involved in the making of a complete product. So instead of you just putting this piece on, and then it goes to the next person and they put that piece on, the job is redesigned so that you do a whole piece. Maybe you do the entire thing. So it's a sense of completeness. You have something you can look at and say, I did that. As opposed to, you're looking at an iPhone and saying, well, I put a chip in there somewhere. I don't really know where it is, but yeah, I put a chip in there. So that's, you don't even know where it is. So think about your own job. When you're done, can you look back and say, that's what I did? That's what I accomplished. That piece is mine. Can you take ownership of something? And being able to do that is an important part of feeling motivated. Significance is another one. Job significance. Do you feel like the work you do is important? If you can see a broader picture to what you're doing, then you'll have job significance. And what managers can do is to help employees keep that connection, because day to day you may not feel like, oh, geez, I don't even know what I did today. But if someone can remind you, hey, look, you do this, and this helps society, that can help you feel more motivated. So variety, identity, significance, then autonomy. Do you have the ability to make some decisions about your job? Maybe you're the one who says, you know what, we need more variety, and we also need this. That's autonomy. Feedback is the final piece of the Heckman-Oldham model. Do you get feedback on the effectiveness of what you're doing? And we all want to feel a sense of we are good at something. We feel good about it. Think about guys who made the cars. Again, they could see the car roll off the line. If it fell apart, they know they didn't do a good job. If it didn't come back for repairs, at least for a reasonable amount of time, then they knew that they did a good job. People who are artists, they're done and they can see it. So think about that in terms of your own job, your manager, your own employees. Are they getting feedback about how well they're doing? Okay, well, there you go. Take care. I'll see you next time on the Psych Class.
Okay, so these are the we can use these videos to enhance our understanding about. Those are quite good. I included good few. So this lesson. So please go through. Okay, then we have an article journal as well to read about these theories and the author, which we said Montsberg, Horsberg theories and all. So all being summarized here, and everything is being summarized in mind maps as well. So that's so please try outline the key benefits manager having the knowledge of the organization behavior, about the types of that's if we can look around. Okay, next I copy the link to play the quiz. I'm not playing because we are only just one player, but we can some point which we'll go through when we have a 2 or 3 players. Okay, so please do so as well. Next our area of discussion is a training. Training is the process of teaching new employees new skills and developing the skills and the quality that already possess. Without the ongoing training of its workforce, the business could be experienced at the number of problems. So problem can be solved if we have a good training in place. So training can be on job, off job training, different ways of training. So high rate of labor turnover or absentees, inabilities to cope with the change, with the technologies. We maybe have a poor, if we have a lot of, the flip and trip people are an injury claim. So that's due to the poor health and safety training. So we need to look around, using the space below, identify the least, the cost and the benefit of the training workforce. So always good to be, you can make the list of how much cost me, what can be benefit as a training end. Okay, cost training use the valuable resource that could be used elsewhere. So which we are spending money, we are spending time, we are spending cost, we are using employees. Yes, so for all is crucial which we can use these resources. Other benefit, improve the employees performance, competitive position of the business, of course goodwill, customer satisfaction. All this will be bring the benefit. Okay, training benefit possible answer, reduce the cost, increase the revenue, innovation, flexibility, competitive. US mean unique selling point. USP is the unique selling point, the abbreviation we use. We can create, improve the morale, increase the likelihood of internal promotion, reduction of the number of defective products. All we can do. Any question? No, thank you. Okay, next we have what is the difference between training and development. So sorry, maybe you slightly this reading your end, but training is the mostly the short term with the concrete goal, but the development is normally the long term, is open. So that's we need to look around. Okay, training focus on the role. Training aims to be specific job and the role requirement. Okay, training revolved around the immediate and the present need, but the development is long term. Yes, developing the activities for the future. training enhance, the knowledge and skill, but the development focus on the career. That's, throughout the career that will help. So that's the key difference between training and development. It's good to be look around what are the key differences. So next we're looking the job design. Job design, is a crucial how we can design job that will help, to be achieve our task. And so what will be the role and responsibility? So method of improving motivation, individual undertaking the task. Use the principle of vertical loading. Vertical loading is offers something quite different. Instead of different tasks of the similar responsibility offer, increase the responsibility of the task already performed, beginning to take on some of their supervisor and immediate manager tasks and remove the control while maintain the accountability. So you're rotating people and you're giving them more tasks. You give the flexible working design. They can work from home, they can work online, so they improve the productivity. So objective and the flexibility job design we can in many jobs today, economies are routine and the few opportunities for the meaningful intrinsic reward. So we need to be make sure we'll carry on set a system. We have an article to read which is set by it's called CMI, Chartered Management Institute. So it's good to be read, so you can copy the link and you can read as well to further enhance, job design. Okay, then next we have a term is a job crafting. So traditionally manager assign the job duties and decide how the employee should perform, but the sometime employee themselves are in a better position to know how they can make the jobs it meaningful. So they can craft, they can write job themselves, what shift they work, how they design it, what layout will be. Yes, so all they can craft the job crafting. For example, college administrator with the passions of the teaching could become involved in the assistant lecturer in task crafting and building good relationship with the lecturer and the manager. uh, Relation crafting, yes, so we can look around. Then this will also allow to fulfill her passions and to make the job meaningful. Okay, that's we really need to be look around. Watch the following video. We have job crafting. Yes, so this is the job crafting. So we can copy this link and we can watch. We'll see if it's long. We not watch. It's quite long. So what we can do, because that is good to be.
Thank you, Adam, and good morning. I am delighted years ago, and we went to study this cleaning crew to understand the nature of the meaning of their work. We were interested in understanding how they experienced their work, what they enjoyed in it, what they found lacking, and so on. And what we found in that study was something that stunned us and has inspired a number of studies that we've done since and that others have done in picking up the mantle of this. And so I'd like to tell you a little bit about what that was. In going into the organization group, for example, tasks that were part of her job to do the work in the way that they were doing, with whom the work is done, it changes the job description in ways that I think are pretty.
Yes, so you can pick the friend to whom you want to be work. Yes, all so it's quite good to watch, and that will also help us to enhance our understanding about the job crafting. Okay, next we have a case study, quite good case study today, which I embed. We all like college. Yes, so when they launch new and they look around the staff motivation, so please read it. Yes, so we have all the theorists they gave and how these theories been used this company and how they motivate staff and what structurally changes they made and all the conclusion there. So quite good to be used, and which we can use some example in our assignment as well for higher grades. Always good to be, we can look around. Okay, any question in this regard?
No, thank you.
Okay, next now we can summarize what is a motivation. Motivation is an important part of managing people and their effort. Consequences of the managers not being able to motivate workforce effectively may not meeting the set targets. So that's why motivation is important. people depend within and beyond the organization to act in the particular way. So we need to be, as a company, good understand and motivate staff. So if we don't do, we can't really achieve. So how we can motivate? We need to look around their want, their need. We need to do action. We need to set goals. We need to accomplish them. So this cycle will carry on happening. The people will be carry on motivating. Otherwise, we're not going to achieve our objective in the desired manner. Okay, then according to the Mullen, one of the other authors, he wrote many books and many research paper. He discussed about extrinsic and intrinsic. He look around the economic reward, social relationship, intrinsic satisfaction and needs and the expectation at work. Thus, if we'll meet, people will be motivated, and thus, and then next I included a bit stuff, so to factors to summarize how in order to the following list, which order you can discuss, in really in forum, not lesson 5 hour. So that's, okay, so which we can, the aim of the activity is reinforced, so that also help, so we can use this as activity. Okay, next we can look around, we discuss about Maslow, read all these theory which is being summarized in the first. These are all the reference if we want to read more. So like earlier at the start of the lesson. Then further I copied the link for you for further reading. It's quite good to look around, motivation, training and development, what is about and how we can develop. There are a lot of activities. So what we can do, we can copy this link. It's quite good, it's a publisher called Kaplan. They publish a lot of stuff, on various subject areas, but it's quite good, the people and strategies in our organization, HR, in our organization plan through the acquisition, and the goal of the commitment, the goal of HRM, human resource management, human resource planning, different theories, but is the job design and motivation. So there are the two major regions of attention to enhance the personal satisfaction. The people derive them from the work, to make the best use of the people are valuable. So we need to make sure, the people, those have ability and the capabilities to do the things. And thus, we need to, it's quite good to read, please. That's all about the job design, job satisfaction, training and development is here, how we can training and development, how we can develop, the people. So a lot of case studies. It's quite good to read, really. These are just skim reading at least. So today lesson, guys, we learn about the keywords, recap of this, the session, which we learn about key motivation. We learn about training and development. We learn about job design. Okay, and we discussed motivational theories. Yes, so these are the key things, key terms. Yes, so please, you need to look around these, and that's, all today lesson. If you have any question, anything, feel free to drop me email, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for listening and attending today's lesson, and hope so I'll speak you during our next lesson with everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.